Hello everyone. We are going to be doing our next walk on Kings Highway. It's been a little while since I did a commentary walk. We'll get into why. I guess the quick recap is I've been sick and I have been recovering. So it is still hard to talk with this cough that I have, but I feel like I can get through this one without coughing, so we'll see what happens. We are on Kings Highway over by Ocean Avenue, and we're going to walk pretty much the full, well, not the full length of Kings Highway, because Kings Highway goes miles behind me, but the meaty part where all the markets are and everything, we'll be doing that. And we'll end it up on Bay Parkway and 86th Street.
It's on our way to the park anyway.
We got a couple of days left until Christmas, so you could imagine a lot of people are out trying to get some last minute Christmas shopping done. And Kings Highway would be one of those places maybe that people would come and do their shopping. There are a lot of retail establishments down here. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that people would come down here and do some last minute shopping down here in this neighborhood. Also got some nice ambient light as the sun has just gone down, so evening is setting in. So we'll get to see Kings Highway, what it looks like at night, for those that, you know, have never, well, there may be people that have never been down here, period, but people that have seen Kings Highway on some of my earlier videos during the daytime. Temperature today was in the 40s, so it, you know, feels like winter. It is supposed to get warm though. We're supposed to get some temperatures up into the 50s for Christmas. There will not be a white Christmas. We have not had a white Christmas here in many, many years. The last time we had a, what you can call a white Christmas was the big, we used to call, we had a name for it, the Snowmageddon storm. It was a day after Christmas storm. I think that was back in 2010. I actually live streamed that many years ago on Justin TV. And that was a pretty bad storm because it dropped way more snow than was predicted, and it shut down large swaths of 86th Street because we didn't have any plows down there. And that was the last time that, you know, we had a white Christmas. It's been a long time. Now, I was saying earlier, I just got over a pretty good flu. I have been sick. You've probably noticed I haven't done a lot of walks. I did manage to get in a couple here and there, but my voice is still, it's still, you know, healing. I had a very bad sore throat. Like extremely bad sore throat, and I still have the cough, but I am getting better. And getting outside helps too, because you know, you sit inside and you're getting better, and you still feel like, you know, you should get outside at least.
No, I did another one.
And get some fresh air. So that's what I'm doing right now. We're about to hit a very busy part of Kings Highway. It's at the Kings Highway train station, and this one little stretch right here for the next 2 street corners is pretty busy. You have a couple of major bus routes that stop over here, that people that get off of the trains transfer onto to get into other parts of Brooklyn. And then, of course, the other reason is you have a lot of merchants that hang out underneath this train station. So, we'll just stop right here for a second and do some people watching. Yes, you see, got some people. Who knows? Maybe they're buying some last-minute Christmas gifts or something like that. Yeah, this spot right here underneath the train station is a really busy spot. All right, we'll start walking. We'll get back to our walking.
Can't put this in the bag.
All right, so we are hitting East 14th Street. We will eventually hit McDonald Avenue, where it's the cutoff of the East and West Streets. Then we'll hit some West Streets, and then we'll be on our way to 86th Street via Bay Parkway. Got a lot of Christmas lights, a lot of up and overs on Kings Highway. Kings Highway is one of those major commercial routes that has, you know, the up and overs during the holidays. Now, I had a choice tonight. I had a choice, you know, a couple of days before Christmas. I'm deciding not to really see many people because I'm just getting over sick. And, you know, last thing I want to do is be sitting around somewhere, especially, you know, over a family's house, and I'm coughing up a lung. So tonight I was at first going to do a walk, you know, just in my local neighborhood. I was going to walk around Dyker Heights, right, and show off the Christmas lights one more time. But then I said, you know what, everybody's doing that. And I already did, you know, we did if you go and check, we did a really good Dyker Heights walk in my neighborhood where we did all the houses. We did drone footage. And then we also did, you know, we didn't do just Dyker Heights. We did Bath Beach and Bensonhurst. We did Bay Ridge, you know, so I kind of felt like, you know, at the last minute I was gonna do a walk, you know, through the neighborhood, and I said to myself, you know what? We already did it. You know, we did a good walk. There's other channels that do it 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, at a certain point, you know, how many times you're going to see the same houses, right? So I decided, you know what? Let's come down to Kings Highway and just check out, you know, the area at night. It is a commercial district. People are going to be out. You got people that are probably doing some last minute Christmas shopping. Change the scenery a little bit. So that's what got us down here, really. This was a last minute decision. Very spur of the moment. We may, you know, do another walk before the end of the year in the neighborhood. The Dyker Heights Christmas lights, they'll keep going until New Year's. So if you haven't gotten there in person, don't worry, you still have time. You got a whole week. Now, tomorrow night is Christmas Eve, and then you've got Christmas Day. And I'll be honest with you, I have never, even though I've lived in the neighborhood my whole life, I've never really been around the neighborhood during Christmas. So I might take a walk through the neighborhood Christmas night and see what it's like, because I've never seen what it's like in the neighborhood on Christmas night. You know, when you're always at your family's house, because future hood ornament. When you're always going to your family's house or a friend's house, you wind up reflecting and looking back and realizing, you know, I'm never really home on Christmas. So we might do that. We might take a walk around the neighborhood on Christmas night and see what it's like. See how crowded it gets. That's another thing. I know tonight and this weekend is very crowded. I could tell you when I walked out of my house on my way to do this walk, there was already tour buses pulling in and it wasn't even dark out. And I was like, man, it's gonna be crazy tonight. So it would be interesting to see what it looks like on Christmas night. I wanna, you know, for the first time kind of experience the neighborhood on Christmas night. So we'll check it out. We'll walk around. I'd love to stop and talk to some people and ask where they're from too. Got a lot of these clothing stores. We're over on East 9th Street at this point. And you can tell, like, it's kind of gotten quiet. This is there's like two parts of Kings Highway that there's the really busy part that we just walked through, and then there's this little lull in the middle. And then there'll be an area just before we get to Bay Parkway, it kind of get busy again. Mirage Diner is still around. I get a lot of questions about this diner. Is it still open? Is it still around? Well, there you go. It is still around. Mirage Diner is very much around. Doesn't look like many people are sitting in there though. All those booths that you're looking at right there on the window, they're all empty. It's a Saturday night. I know it's the day before Christmas Eve, but usually that's the type of night that would be filled in there, so. That's why many of these diners have closed down over the years. It's just people don't go to diners around here, you know? We're about to get over to Ocean Parkway. I started slowing down my walk because I knew the light was turning red, and it is a pretty long light, so by the time we get over there, we shouldn't be waiting too long. We will be doing an Ocean Parkway walk. I have thought about it. We'll probably start at the boardwalk in Brighton Beach. I have to be careful. I don't have the light, but most of the cars do have to stop. The only lights that are allowed to work at this point, well, now it just turned green. So, but when the lights turn red, there's still a couple of lights for the turn lanes that allow the cars to turn onto Kings Highway. So if you feel comfortable about it and you don't see anybody trying to make that turn, you could definitely cross. I was saying earlier that the weather, there is no wind. It's in the mid 40s. But if you walk a good distance in this type of weather, you're going to get warm. I actually have my jacket open. We are crossing East 5th. And I believe over here is our Avenue R. Don't quote me though. I know there is a point where you hit Avenue R. And I am right. This is Avenue R right here. So we're just gonna get across here. Right now we're on Avenue R right this second, so when we have to get back onto Kings Highway. This is where Avenue R kind of starts. This is like a triangle intersection, so Avenue R is actually a nice little avenue. It's got the it's got that center greenery divider, sort of like what you see in Park Avenue as you get further down. All right, so as we make it back onto Kings Highway, we should start to see it get a little more busier again. And we still have to cross McDonald Avenue. Old McDonald. McDonald Avenue is one of the oldest, along with Flatbush Avenue and Avenue X, one of the oldest roadways through Brooklyn. Kings Highway. Kings Highway, McDonald Avenue, Avenue X, Flatbush Avenue, New Utrecht Avenue, the very old roadways that have been around long before all of the residential grids were put into the area. Kings Highway is one of the roads that was pretty much cut in half. It ends at Bay Parkway now, but a couple hundred years ago it went right through Bensonhurst and Dyker Heights and met up with Fort Hamilton Army Base. You look at Kings Highway on a map, like just look at Kings Highway on a map and you'll see how it winds around. It's got no distinct, it's basically a road that goes through Brooklyn. And then it just abruptly stops at Bay Parkway. But you can picture how before that grid was laid down at 78th Street, how Kings Highway kept snaking through Brooklyn until it reached Kings Highway, Fort Hamilton Army Base. All right, we're coming up on McDonald Avenue. Home of the F line. And we got the light, so I'm gonna move a little quicker here so we get across. Kings Highway Station. Sounds like a train's coming in now from the Coney Island side. King's Deal 99 cents. That is a really big 99-cent store. And then of course we got PC Richard, which is still here. One of the few remaining PC Richards. Still got this PC Richards. Looks like you got the train coming in over there. This PC Richards, and then you have the one up on 86th Street and over by Fort Hamilton Parkway. Is still around. The more recent one that closed down was the one that was on 20th Avenue for many, many years. 20th Avenue and 86th Street. I actually bought my first refrigerator from there when I got out of the Navy and I was moving into my new place. I needed a refrigerator. And I just went in there and said, you know, I'll take that refrigerator right there. Looks like it works. And it did. It worked for like 11 years. Talk about an impulse buy. One of those times you luck out, right? You buy something without researching it and boom. It winds up lasting 10 years. Now, when I say it lasted 10, 11 years, it never broke down. What happened was, excuse me, I wound up, you know, moving into the condo and that came with the fridge. So I had to sell that fridge, so. And I got a good price for it too. After like 10 years, I still got, the guy picked it up and bought it for me for $250. I was like, whoa. I might have made money from it. This is going back 2001 to 2011, so just to give you an idea of the price range back in those days. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cross over. So this is the part of Kings Highway that kind of gets, you know, just all uneven with as far as, you know, you got residential and you got commercial, you got grocery stores. One side is darker than the other, so. Dunkin' Donuts is still around over here. And yes, that is not the camera, that is the lights are that bright. As a matter of fact, here we go. There I am. Look, I never do a selfie at night, but these lights help. So there you go. Perfect time. Hi. So, wow. I could walk around with that all day. Those kind of flash floods. Now let me do my camera check, because sometimes when you flip it, it switches to follow mode. All right, we're good now. All right, we're gonna, I'm trying to decide, do I go back across the street? Now we'll stay on this side. I'll tell you, the whole walk, I feel like I have to cough, and luckily, I have not had to cough for the last 30 minutes. So, crossing my fingers. But there is this very noticeable drip in the back of my throat. I think we're passing Key Food over here. I think that's what this whole bright area is. There we go. Key Food. And they get their windows painted really nice. That's nice. It almost looks like a decal. That's actual paint. That is paint. I would imagine we're coming up on West 6th. West 6th is that one West Street that's double laned. You got Italia Pizza. It's a good pizza place. This is the one pizza place I come to on Kings Highway. All right, let me get across here because got a lot of traffic going on. Remember I said earlier it's going to get busy again. This is it. This is the area that gets busy one more time. And then we get over to Bay Parkway. Very hard to see down here with all these lights flashing in your eyes. All right, here we are. We're back on this side again. I cross over where there's a lot more action. I know, when you're living in these neighborhoods your whole life, you know which sides to walk around if you want to get more action with people moving around. And you got people here making grocery stops. Kings Highway Bakery. This is Mera Kitchen and Bar. We'll do like a quick walk by so you guys can see what it looks like inside. It's actually a very nice place. Kings Highway Station. So this is, for many years, this was my backup train station coming home. I'll tell you the stories. Like, and it still happens. I mean, it's not like it's gone away, but I'm sure you all know, taking the train, especially in the summertime, sometimes a lot of the southbound trains go out of service. And you end up getting stuck, right? So you end up on another train line in another part of Brooklyn. And I've always just used this train station as the backup. If you want to get to 86th Street, you just have to take the N train to Kings Highway no matter what. Because if you get off the train here, right? Eventually, we're going to be on 86th Street in about 20 minutes, so. And, excuse me, when you think about it, if you end up on a train on another line, it's going to take you a lot longer to get a connection back onto your line. So you might as well just jump on, you know, the train. I used to just jump on the N train, get to Kings Highway, and walk from here, which would be a lot quicker, many times a lot quicker. We are getting close to Bay Parkway. A big Santa Claus in the window. This is no man's land over here, man. This like triangle. This is where Quinton Road is crossing in front of us. That's Quinton Road right there. And then Kings Highway is under my feet. This shoe place has been around for a while. There's not one person in there. I'm having a total brain lock right now, but this is where the diner used to be over here. I'm sure somebody will throw it in the comment section, but I'll probably flash it on the screen. But yeah, this is where the old diner used to be. The owners of this diner were the same owners of Vegas diners. They closed, this diner closed down 1 year before Vegas did. It's now, you know, it's being developed. It looks like they're putting a building here, residential. Then a year later, after that, a couple of years later, Vegas Diner closed down. And the same owner owns both of those diners. Vegas Diner was the diner I was in all the time as a teenager. I have so many stories. Including the stories where we got thrown out many times. We'd get thrown out. We get banned from the diner and we just end up back in the diner a couple weeks later. Didn't matter. All right, we've made it almost to the ends of Bay Parkway. Not Bay Parkway, Kings Highway, which will be at Bay Parkway. And then I guess we'll continue on shortly to 86th Street. And we'll call it there. We will not be walking on 86th Street though. I will be walking on 86th Street, but the camera will go off at that point. This is Stillwell Avenue. Walking a little quicker now since there's not much to see over here. It's just all residential, pretty quiet. For the exception of street car noise, nothing really goes down over here. But we'll be on Bay Parkway in a couple of minutes. It is dark over here. Darkness has set in. Say 45 minutes we've been doing this walk. We started the walk around sunset. So that would mean it's roughly 5:15 right now. 5:15 p.m. Obviously p.m., not a.m., but for brevity. All right, Kings Highway is finished. We're done. That was the end. We're now coming onto Bay Parkway. And we're now on the streets. So we are on 78th Street. So yeah, would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. This will be, obviously, will be the last walk before Christmas. If you're watching this, it's Christmas Eve. That's when I had to go live. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We will get a couple of walks in before New Year's, so I won't wish everybody Happy New Year just yet. Yeah, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody gets what Santa is supposed to give them. And eat a lot of food. I can see 86th Street because I can see the Bay Parkway train station, so it's well lit up there. So we're getting close to the end of this. In this area right here, we've done this walk, and this is, Bay Parkway is just all high-rise residential. Like this building right here next to me, to my left, is 6 stories. So it looks like, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-story building. Building across the street, 7 stories. Got this one on my right is a 4-story building, but you get the point. It's, this whole area is apartment buildings all the way down until we hit the water. (82nd Street). We will be closing out the walk with some busyness. I'm pretty sure there's a lot happening on 86th Street tonight. So yeah, I think I fared well, considering. Still getting over this flu. My energy is still not 100% though, I could tell, But I feel a lot, much more better than I did just a few days ago. Oh, my favorite part, getting to 86th Street, and there's just nothing but car horns. Here you go. Road rage superhero over there. But yeah, I was just saying, definitely getting better slowly. one silver lining is best time to get sick anyway. Get sick now, get it over with. I get sick probably once every couple of years. The last time I was sick was I had COVID, and that was back in 2022. So early 2022. Like the beginning of 2022. So it's pretty much been 2 years since I've been sick or anything. So I guess I'll have another 2 years to go before the next one comes in. All right, here we are, 85th Street. One more block after that and we hit 86th Street. Got these interesting blue lights. Sets an interesting mood on the corner of 85th Street and Bay Parkway. Fruits and vegetables. You can never have enough fruits and vegetables. All right, we are ending it in a few moments. Getting to the end. She was gonna walk right into me. All right, we are going to stop it here. I want to thank everyone for taking a walk. I'd say we clocked in almost, maybe about 3 miles. I'd say it was about 3 miles, a little over 3 miles. So, everyone have a Merry Christmas. And I will see everybody on the other side of the holiday. And we end it with the train pulling into the station. Great way to end the walk. All right, take care, everyone. Catch everyone on the next one.